And way more. Oh.
That's like no substitutions. You can't. No subs.
Keep going. Okay. And so all of this really.
Switch. Eugene.
In this extract from
Well, you state that now? After 10 minutes of this guy, you're going back to that? All right.
Conrad utilized clarification in line 6 to 9, where it says, all this was great, expectant, mute, while the man jabbered about himself. I wondered whether the stillness on the face of the immense.
Let him go. Okay. He's not going to be there during this
The man jabbered about himself. I wonder whether the stillness on the face of the immensity looking at us too were meant as an appeal or as a mess. So this characterizes the man in how he has a gravity.
What line are we looking at?
6-9.
6 through 9. It's okay. We'll talk about it.
25 to 32. I would not have gone so far as to fight for Kurtz, but I went on him near enough to laugh. You know, I hate detest and can't bear a lie, not because I am straighter than the rest of us, but simply because it appalls me. It shows how Marlowe is an honest type of person, like who doesn't like to lie and show or be exposed to the authentic or real world. And there is analogy in lines 18 to 20. I believe it was in the same way. One of you might believe there are inhabitants on the planet Mars. So, like, it's comparing Mars to how comparing how there are inhabitants on planet Mars as to how he can't believe the situation. And there's the use of rhetoric in lines 40 to 41. Do you see him? Do you see the story? And do you see anything? He sort of doubts the presence of Kurtz, and he thinks that the situation is very absurd. That he starts to have more and more doubts about the situation, and should I conclude? In conclusion, Conrad uses
Were you going to restate the thesis?
Yeah.
Probably. Yeah, careful with the timing. This was not easy, obviously. Especially if you got stuck with somebody else's. You were kind of already at line 37 or whatever and left him with 4 lines, so we went back to 6. I'm not going to play with you guys. I'm doing what I want. Now, write this down. Some people, especially with poetry, they'd like for you to jump around at least once or twice. So if somebody's talking about line 6 in the last 2 minutes of their commentary, is not necessarily a bad thing. If it continues like with a motif or reiterates something, you could move forward. You could actually put that on the desk and not have to do that with your hand. Just move forward where you were earlier. You didn't even move forward. You just moved your hair. She did move forward.
I know, but like it's like talking in third person.
You want to go?
No.
You got some third person stuff? So, it's nice, especially with a passage like this. Prose is not easy in terms of organization. If you try to talk about every line in this in 12 minutes, it's not going to happen. It's not. So annotation with this is big, and then your structure is big. What you don't want to do is like, oh, if you purposely go from lines 37 back to 6 to reiterate a point, that's effective. If you inadvertently go back to 6 because you forgot to say something, it does take away from your organization, and it potentially takes away from criteria. Small little things which will help you out. It's not big at all. But symbolism is a thing. It never gets an article. I know it's difficult. I'm looking at my Korean people. Because you guys always struggle with articles. It's just your language. It doesn't like articles. So we're not going to say a symbolism. It's just symbolism. We might say I had, what do you like? I want a ice cream. We would probably just say I want ice cream. It's like that. Same thing with pizza. You might eat the whole pizza yourself, maybe. Hot pot, Sally, whatever they call you on the street. Metaphor, it gets an article. There is a metaphor. Symbolism exists by itself. Imagery is the same as symbolism. I'm not going to say there is an imagery. There's imagery. The use of imagery, there's an example of imagery, there is visual imagery. Right. Now, you have some stuff to do. Go home, make sure you come back on your own time. I don't care when you do it, but you need to start making those lists of those quintessential vocab words. Start with the adjectives for all three of our authors. If you're smart and you realize that sad exists in all three, find that word that you use for all three. There is a continuum with these authors. There are some checks which fall under the dark, gloomy business, especially with Carter, especially with Heart of Darkness, especially with a few that I'll go right up. Outside of that, we will let's do this. I want to do this today because I need to go next Thursday. I mean, if you go on Thursday versus Monday, there's a couple days of preparation. Who knows they need to go next Thursday? Who knows they're not going to be here next Thursday because the APAC basketball?
So you have to go before Thursday?
No, it means you'll go next Monday, Wednesday, or Friday. What I will ask you to do sometime today and between today and tomorrow. Today? No, we're gonna meet on Friday. No problem. We'll do something. I think if I tell you that you're going to go on Thursday, next Friday, you'll be okay. Yeah. Some of you will go during a free period. There's 20 of you. So Thursday, Monday, Wednesday, Friday is going to be 16 of you. 4 of you have to go in some sort of alternative hour. And it might even be better for you. I don't know. Probably not. We'll see. Hopefully you get something that works for you. If it absolutely doesn't work for you, we'll find some time because it's going to be your final day. Yay! Thank you. Where you boys going? Should be a good time. You know that area of Seoul is fantastic.